I know that. Que no me la des,
Yeah. On purpose too. We tell mom, don't. And at the end of the dinner, where she'll look right at us and do it and do it and just do it.
And you can tell her no all you want, but your mom, she did what she did, and it's in us. Either you do it or you don't. Some people are so like, I know, you're so scared. But then there's me that I got the steak knife, the real thick one. So
he got that one?
He got that one.
Oh.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
But in a way it's good because if he would have got the sharp one, my nerve, he would have cut through it.
And
and I would be like,
you would have never been able to.
No. So he got the little.
So since the knife is like this with the little teeth.
Yeah.
So when he went in, he had it under his sleeve. He went in like this, and I just like, I don't even know how I reacted. And then I remember going like this, and when he went really in, I just remember falling, and like my soul came out of me, like no more. I was like, get up, Erica, get up. And it's literally like you're pushing, you're thinking, but your body's not there no more.
Right.
It leaves you. Oh. And I was like, how is this happening? And I was just like, what's going on? Is this really going on, God? Like, why? Why me? Why me? Why now? Like, it seems like a movie, like it's, and I could hear the kids crying and everybody freaking out. And I'm just like, get up, you know? That was it. And that nerve will never heal.
It's never going to heal.
It's never going to heal. My mom, she prays, and I know I love my mom and everything, but I don't want to give her false hope. I tell her, it's okay, Mommy, I already accepted it.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, you're
But he only got one side, because when you were in the hospital, we were hearing that you weren't going to walk at all. So he only got one side.
Yeah, so it was so there's the vertebrae, and like C1, C2, C3, C up to 10, right? So some people, when you go from C4, you turn into paraplegic. Like, paraplegic is a pair, their legs. So you're disabled, you're paralyzed from the waist down. So you see those people in the wheelchair with little legs?
Yeah.
It's because they don't use them, they don't have muscle.
Right, so they're just there.
And then quadriplegic is all four of your limbs. So
the arms.
So this one I don't feel at all. That's why I have all these cuts.
Because you don't feel it.
I don't feel it. I could go like,
and you still.
I want to do that, but Mario won't let me. And Sophia won't let me either. I'm like, come on, Sophia, let me stop myself. She's like, no. Oh, last time I told her to taser me, but she didn't want to.
I want to be tased too.
Yeah. We could tase each other. Yeah, and then this side is my weak side. See how skinny my arm is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's really, really skinny. I have to because I can't lift it. It's frozen shoulder. Because when you don't have movement, your body's meant to move. Yeah. So if you don't move it, there's gonna be change. That's why a lot of people that are in the bed, they get pneumonia and they die.
Yeah.
So that's why I became quadriplegic, because he got so there's the vertebrae, and he got it like this. So it's an incomplete fracture, like it's an incomplete I don't know how you call it. I forgot the name, but he did it incomplete. So when I woke up, they told me since it's C1, C2, since it's so high up, it's like the most fatal injury you could have. Like I had insurance, and my insurance, they put that I was like dead, because that's how bad it was. Like, so since he got my C1, C2, that's why they told me quadriplegic, and they told me I was never going to walk again. Till this day, they told, it's in my paperwork, and they told me, and till this day, from here, it's numb. All this, the line, like this. Numb, and I can't. I'll pick up a cup. You could tell your hand how much pressure to put it, to pick it up. But I don't know how much, because I can't feel it. That's why I drop everything. Yes. That's
and when you first got home, you were falling a lot.
Yes.
I saw you fall a lot.
I would fall a lot. And I didn't even care, because I just I don't feel it.
She was happy to be home. You were
Yeah.
home with your family.
And I fell and I bounced.
Yeah,
también.
I saw her. You would fall and you
Just
would just
chingadazos que me daban.
Yeah, I saw.
Okay, you have a question.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sure. You can say it anyway.
Yeah.
The answering type.
Let me see. What was?
Somebody has a question.
Yeah, it's about Guadalupe.
Oh, about Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because his name is Guadalupe, but they call him Lupito.
Lupe.
Because Guadalupe, they call him Lupes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lupe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, since he was like Mr. Cutie, they would call him Lupito.
Oh my God.
Like Lupio, you know, like Lupio
Yeah.
Rivera?
Oh, yeah.
Rivera.
Yeah.
Yeah, so him is Lupito, and I was like, Lupito gay, what the hell is that?
And then we did see you have everybody sign a petition because they were trying to let this fool out.
Yes.
I signed it and I shared it because,
Thank you, I really
and I've
appreciate
been
that.
telling, you know,
Tell the world.
For real?
Cuando-
How can they let him out though?
Because
After he
parole.
tried to murder, it's not, what is it? What is he?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder. How are you gonna get out? It's only been like 4 or 5 years.
4 years, yeah. That's like slapping my face, like spitting in my face, like your life
Exactly.
is not worth it, like you almost killed me in
What
front
the
of my
heck?
kids. You
Exactly.
should be there for a good amount of time.
The man
Ever.
that killed her brother in Pomona, he's free. He never got a day in jail.
Damn.
And he
see?
left for 40 minutes off the scene.
48 minutes
48
he came
minutes.
back.
And he came back
And then
to
he
the
went
scene.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
hit him
he
with the
hit him.
truck.
My brother flew, like I saw the video.
Was it an accident or was he
No.
It's a car.
charging to your brother?
We don't know.
Aiming to your brother?
I don't-
Oh,
there's
you
no-
don't
Well, that's
know.
that's
There's no
your brother that
investigation.
passed
There's
away.
nothing.
What the? They just
Good
kind
job.
of act like it was
Baby
an
in
My
jail?
accident.
brother, yeah.
But even an accident,
Your baby
it's a
brother.
manslaughter, voluntary,
Corazon.
whatever they call
He
it.
didn't do no.
No time.
Me and my mom were pregnant at the same time, so he's only 2 weeks older than my daughter.
Wow.
Like 2 weeks and a half older than my daughter.
So it's like he grew up with your daughter.
Yeah,
She
Yeah,
raised him like a
I
son.
raised him, and
Yes.
my 2 younger siblings, and then my 2 daughters, they were raised together, all 4 of them.
I could totally relate to
When
that.
her mom
because-
passed, when her mom passed, she told her, take care of baby, and she went. 7 months later, we got the call.
So you need to.
And we were
Yeah,
watching the
you don't
football
tell these
game.
things.
No,
And while we were
that's
watching
why
the
you need
football
to
game,
say it.
She's
because that's
gonna-
why
the
you're-
49ers were playing a Packer game. We were all into the game. We're Packer fans.
Mhm.
And we got the call, and it was on that last kick. And we're into the game, and her son calls her, and he's screaming live, fucking live, showing us the body. Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
baby.
God.
And she doesn't understand what's going on. She goes, "Who's that?" It's baby. What?
Because
And
you were busy.
We're freaking out.
You were.
We were actually live.
Well, we will get into that story because
That's
from what I understand,
Yeah,
G's
it's
brother, he was killed in Pomona, and we do got a Pomona girl in the house right here.
Born and raised.
Yep, born and raised right here. Mandy, what's your last name, girl?
Perez.
Perez.
Boss.
Okay, and she goes by Boss Lady.
Oh.
She's a very close friend of mine. But that we need to. I would really like. I didn't know this, and I should know this about her.
That's
but
your
I don't.
homegirl right
I
there.
know. But
Yeah.
like again, like she closes up and
Yeah.
she don't
Well, you know
share
why?
these
Because there's a
things.
lot of things in
She's
certain
fragile.
lives, in certain people's lives and stuff. There's just a lot of things that's better not said, or names never be mentioned. Kind of rules to live by, and so we live by those. And when we went on the channel and started it, that was #1 rule. We don't mention names. We don't
Yeah.
mention certain people, family members, and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah,
And
no.
we have everything in our family, so we just keep it. And
Yeah, but
that's how she is. You know.
What I'm saying is, I would like to interview
Oh,
her
yeah.
because her brother was killed, and this person
Oh,
that
yeah.
killed him is not in jail.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what.
we
That's
that's
need
what
to
we're
go
talking
petition
about,
for
how-
that.
How he could
And
get
the
out of doing
craziest
us.
thing, okay, the craziest thing is it's I fight and I try and and spiritually, pray and ask God to heal my heart because I have this man's address, phone number, where he works.
You have them right there.
Yeah. And it's like, it's hard, but again, it's like, okay, it was an accident but this part of Gina is like, nah, fuck that, no
Don't get me and
accidents.
G on a drunk
Sometimes-
night because that fool's
sometimes we
tires
think,
will
you
be
know what,
flat.
But then it's another part that it's like, you know
I'll run up
what?
in my
Yeah.
wheelchair too.
It was an accident, you know, so
And
it's,
somebody mentioned it in a way or said it to
No,
her,
I
that you gotta think about the man, if you think he's not doing time or does this, he has to live with himself, so he has to live with
It's gonna
that,
come
and
back
that's
to him one
gonna,
day.
Well,
yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
good enough
But
for me.
yeah,
If a
but the-
motherfucker
but-
killed
I know what
my
you mean.
brother, that would not be
Yeah.
good enough
Yeah.
for me.
But the topic, I think we were on, and I like that, how could somebody that does a heinous crime like that get so little time, or
Did
should
he get
get,
any
yeah,
time?
it shouldn't get.
Well, I know
He
Guadalupe's
shouldn't
only
get,
there
and he
4
should
years
stay in
and
there.
they're trying to
Because that's
release
a-
this
yeah,
guy.
No, you know what? Mandy, my daughter, she's the one that wrote my petition.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to school to become a lawyer.
Okay.
Her undergraduate, so she's all well spoken. I don't know where she got her from. But
University of Los Cayes.
yeah. Pretentious.
but
Remember
that right there alone, she's going to college, she's gonna be a lawyer, and it gives you that proud feeling, because you know
Yes.
what, you know, I'm assuming she's the first lawyer in your life,
Yeah.
in your family, you know?
Yeah, but you know how you have for your brother, we should write a petition, so they could like open that case or something, cause there has to
Did you just, he died for no reason? The
even
fuck?
even if he's not in jail, even if he's not in jail,
This-
he could get exposed.
And if all else fails,
Everybody
we go
knows.
flat his
It's
tires.
like my brother-in-law. That's why my mother-in-law's so pissed off, because Mandy wrote about it. Y todos sus trapitos salieron al sol. So wait, one day he's gonna get out of jail, but he's exposed. People know
Yes.
who he is, and they so
You can't
mad.
come back from that.
And he's like, oh well, he's getting threats in jail, because I'm like, so why you mess with the wrong girl? Like,
Yep.
that's your fault. He's gonna come out, and that boy, that man, whoever, maybe if it doesn't, he doesn't end up in jail, but people know what he did.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna pass by and be like, oh, it's just a way.
Yeah.
And that's good. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not
if there's
enough.
anything you can get justice for, at least one person will look at him and go,
It's just expose them.
You-
Yeah, I think that would be good to expose them and to bring, because I feel like that's part of why when you go home and you forget everything, the noise is done, and you have to be with yourself. I feel that's part of it, because you haven't gotten closure. You're never gonna feel the same because your brother got killed, but closure is good. Like me walking to that court, telling him like, you didn't beat me, you didn't break me, you
Yeah.
know who I am,
yeah,
that was my closure.
yep.
But you need your closure. I feel that's why it's so hard for you to.
That's why you're in the room, G. That's
Yeah.
why you close up, G. And that's why I didn't know this, G.
That you're gonna go from G
I'm like her
to
bestie and I should know
triple
all this.
Triple OG.
Triple
OG.
OG? Yeah, no,
No,
see.
she has
We're
a
gonna
good
talk
story.
after the
If you go
podcast.
to our stuff and look back into it, you'll hear me throws a little bit out here and there, but not all of it, because it's not my story. It's not my.
We're gonna
business,
get to that
but
story with
You know what I'm
G.
saying?
Probably, hopefully,
But she
we
got
can
a
talk
good
to
one.
her during the holidays
Her
and we
pallets
can
are
get her
gonna tell
story
it, her
down
pallets will tell it.
and
We have a
everything
story for
and
her.
everything.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that. The more, like I'm telling you, the more you talk about it,
Crying.
the more you talk about it, the less it weighs.
Yeah, it's true.
The less
It's
it weighs.
true. The more you talk about it, and
So
the
maybe
more.
that's in your future, women groups, talks.
Yeah,
Go
no.
on your squares, I see that,
Yeah.
live stuff.
Oh,
and pop
yeah.
you guys up
About it.
and talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Do some lives together.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Talk about it.
I see her the pain in her eyes. You could tell she's hurting. She's here and she's strong. Only because she's hurting doesn't mean that she's a weak ass bitch. She's not. She's a badass bitch.
No.
But it hurts her.
I could
You
tell
know,
you,
like,
she's so
you know-
bad, she lines us,
You know,
she lines us up for battle. She's talking, hey, my husband, then my brother, then my friend, and then she calls, and she tells everybody, hey, all our positions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, did you get the call? Yeah, I got it, you're first. Okay, and you're second, you're first.
Yeah, no,
She's-
it's hard.
And you know, our first podcast with Rosita,
yeah.
she also told me, remember we were talking in the couch, and then when we came in the kitchen, and she told me, she's all like, it's okay if you don't wanna open up, you know, to anyone.
Mhm.
But open up to the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and open up.
She
The
said
more you
that?
talk about it, yeah.
Yeah.
She said,
Osita.
the more you talk about it,
Shout out to Osita.
Shout out to Osita.
yeah.
Yeah.
She says the more you talk about it, the more, the faster you will heal. You know,
Yeah.
you will
Really
get better.
sick.
So she's like, if you don't want to talk to nobody about it, just go in the restroom, look yourself in the mirror, and talk about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's true. And like I was saying, like I was taking the antidepressants, and because I got pregnant, I couldn't take it because I started pinche Jeffrey Dahmer. His mom tomaba un chingo de antidepressants. Y I don't want to have a little Jeffrey Dahmer. Junior Dahmer, ahí está.
Junior Dar, we have the glasses.
Junior Dar.
If you need them,
I
yeah.
know, hey.
Yeah, no, so I have to stop taking them.
But you're a strong-minded girl.
Yeah.
You know, now that you're pregnant and you are not taking them, you might see where your body lies in all this, and everything. Because after the baby's born, you know, our hormones are, you know, they're all, yeah. So after even that is said and done, you're not going to be the same person you were before you got pregnant.
No.
You're going to be here a year later, and you're going to be different. And, you know, let's say you don't need to even be taking any of that. Your baby's going to take up a lot of your time.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy because I was in the toilet and I was like this. And it was like, kill yourself, bitch. Kill yourself, not that thing. And I was like,
Censored.
I was like, I don't want to. Leave me alone, but it's myself battling myself.
Yeah.
So I called the doctor and I told him, like,
What you're thinking, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Cuckoo.
ándale. And they're like, yeah, you're gonna go. And they told me it's because you have to taper down. And I just went like
You
that.
stop taking it right off the bat, and you can't. You
Yeah.
have to take less a little bit, and then less a little bit, and then
Lowering
less.
dosages.
And when you cut yourself off, you might
No, I was gonna I got
strangle your
scared.
dog.
Do you feel like every day there's a progress? You know, in your movement and the things that you can do. You know, like for instance, the other day I saw you do some freaking enchiladas and you were multitasking, girl. You were dancing and cooking.
Yeah.
So you can, you know,
You do get better.
Yeah.
You do get better. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get the same movement, but it's called muscle memory. So, like when you get a stroke, when you get paralyzed, when you get whatever, if a lot of people, and it's mostly güeros, white people, they leave them in the hospital or the nursing homes. So I saw this lady that they don't have nobody talking to them and reminding them who they are and helping them move, so they forget and they get Alzheimer's and all these bad things. But if you have family there, if you do things that you used to do, like cooking, like at the beginning when I cooked, it was a mess. It was a mess. And
People were sending her knives, different knives.
yeah, they were like, here, you need this. Like, yeah. And then now I could grab my big knife, the one that's the first thing they gave me so I could start cooking. So it's special to me.
Yeah.
And I could grip it like this, and I get the meat, and I could cut it myself. And I do what I used to do. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's called muscle memory, and I relearned with my own body, and that's how, you know, you're supposed to train yourself. I don't do physical therapy anymore because I feel like I do it myself,
Yeah.
and I feel like, yeah, it is progress.
Yeah.
I have the same. See how it doesn't even go straight? It's like this. I'm not throwing signs, guys.
She's not gangbanging.
I'm not gangbanging. This is.
And it's weird because like this finger, and I know the feeling because see this finger, I can't do this with this hand. You see that?
Why?
What?
Yeah, I can. So I know that. No, nobody. Nobody has.
Why though?
I don't know. I have that, and then
Is it
It'll
arthritis?
She called trigger
Yeah.
finger.
Trigger finger.
This one.
Trigger finger. Oh, okay.
So, and then
Carpal
you can
tunnel?
see how swollen, it's like carpal tunnel. You can see how
You got
swollen
that
it
from
is,
working
but I
in the
can't.
registry?
And I tell them, I can't pull the finger.
Yeah, so you know. So
Yeah,
even if you
yeah.
don't have it as extreme as me, only because sometimes people come up to me, they're like, oh, I know what you would feel. I broke a leg or whatever, right? And then Mario will be like, what are they? It's just a leg. I'm like, Mario, only because they don't have it like me doesn't mean that they're not hurting. Doesn't mean that didn't impact their world.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, but Mario's like, but did you die?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the movie, did you die?
But did you die?
And he complains that he's like the handicapped people parking in the handicap spot. That bitch is not even handicapped. And I'm like, oh my god, you want to see everybody in a wheelchair? Like, no, thank God.
I have one. I have a sign.
Yeah.
I got a handicap. My
There's-
hand.
There's different types. I'm like, there's people that like they have it's the anxiety. You
Yeah.
know. There's people that their leg, they have surgery. Like, calm down. Not everybody has to be like me. You know.
Yeah.
And it's okay, and I tell them to stop it. But yeah, it feels really good to be able to do the what I used to do. Like when I used to go to the movies before my injury, I used to always put my legs all the way up like that and sit.
Other chairs.
And then
Yeah.
one time I did it again, and I tried really hard, really hard. And Mario's like, "You did it! You're sitting like you. Like that's how you always sit." And I'm like, it feels so good. It feels good to just lay on the floor for me because I can't get up. So I would always lay on the floor. I don't know if it's like the rancho in me. I don't know. But I like being without shoes and laying on the floor. And it's little things like that. I take joy.
Yeah.
I take joy in things like that. And I think that's what life is about. It's like little things. Like, yeah, you have these material things, but it's the little moments that make you happy.
Yeah, it is.
Y la cholita,
Family.
la cholota, ¿dónde que se fue?
No, I was gonna say, cause she looked at me earlier and she was going, it's time, 2 hours. We're on times, right?
Yeah.
But these can go on for 8 hours. We
Hell
had one
Yeah.
for 8.
We have one
So
for eight.
I'm gonna ask you, and my question is, if you don't mind coming back for a part 2,
Yeah.
where we could do it at Lala's house, and we were hoping to get you in the kitchen cooking with us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, bring your knife sets, bring your
Because you
stuff.
cook, I cook,
She
so
has
a
let's
very
do
nice
a cooking
kitchen.
challenge, and then we
Yeah.
can have her as the judge.
Yeah,
try,
yeah.
you
So
know.
much
That'd
fun.
be good. Doing things together, making each other happy and making each other busy is what. That's why I wanna get on viral. I'm like, that's why we have to wait a year, so to move back to LA County, and I miss LA County so much.
Maybe we take a trip to see you and out
Yeah,
there and show
it's
us a
so-
restaurant or we
Yeah.
could.
It's
I'll
so
say,
hard.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Being from Southern California, you know, you don't
Sure.
know how good we have it to go from LA County to Bakersfield. I miss my wind, my mountains, my mountains.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from it's called the town called Valverde. You know where Magic Mountain is at?
Yes.
Like 5 minutes.
So how many times have you been to Magic Mountain?
Oh. I only went for for when in 8th grade or in 9th grade when you go with the high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to other times to
Right,
look
like-
for boys with my friends. But she
Me
ended up making out with the guy that does it right. That goes up and down, Not
yeah.
Superman, the little free fall.
The free fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were on that ride like 30 times. Are you done, fool? Like, tan está re feo. Like, why is it? It's the only one. There was the only one left. But yeah, I'm down. That's why I say we tried to come back this year, but they told us that if we wait one more year, we have more equity.
Yes.
Okay.
Do it, girl. You'll have a better house when you come
Yes,
back.
she says because right now we would afford a mobile home,
No.
and then they're like, if you wait one more year, you can pay
Get a
yourself
house.
a house.
So,
And it's just like, yeah, cause
gotta do what you
that
gotta do.
house we got it, and I'm so happy with my house. I don't have to live with my mother-in-law, none of them, you know.
You have people coming in your house stabbing you.
No, I don't have people, nothing, and
The fuck?
it's so good to be in your own place.
Yeah.
I grew up with always
Yes.
people living living with like a bunch of Mexicans.
And I've been to her house. It's really big. It's roomy.
Yeah.
Her kitchen, everything was so comfy.
Yeah, the only problem is that it's in Bakersfield.
It was in a
Yeah.
nice area. You have a corner house, just like a corner house.
Yeah. The only problem is in Bakersfield, it's just far because I want to
Don't
be.
how many 3 hours?
How
No,
far
not
is it
even.
from LA?
Do you have a favorite restaurant there that you go to? Or you guys go to a place and eat?
There's a place called La Costa. I think it's the nicest, you know, it's not too fancy and then it's not too like musty. But Bakersfield, the thing is, the real LA food that we know, it can't compare. You know, you can't compare.
Isn't Bakersfield white people?
It's Republican. It's a Republican area.
Oh,
So
something they're white people.
yeah, so where the white side is, it's all nice. There's lights, there's no bumps in the road. And then where the brown and black live, it's so sad. Like there's no lights.
On the streets, huh?
You can't. There's not even lines. You know, to park or to do
There's
stuff.
not even a sidewalk.
No, there's no sidewalk. Oh,
Is
but
Mario gonna go trick or treating around there?
I don't.
Is he gonna go trick? Does he have a costume?
No, we were thinking about
No?
it today. Huh, papi? You wanna
No.
buy the costume?
You got to get something scary like.
Yeah, you wanna be scary or funny?
I think scary.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was a tooth fairy last week, but I was the killer tooth fairy. So if you had a rotten teeth, I was gonna get it out.
Ándale, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Sophia's birthday's on Halloween.
She's a Halloween baby?
Yes.
No way.
You guys don't know
I
half
did
of
not
my
know that.
I didn't
Sophia
know that.
is
So she's a
she
Scorpio.
is the best.
Is she? Yeah.
She's a
Sophia.
Scorpio.
She's crazy.
Hi, and she's so vibrant.
This is her pretend.
She's like, Mom, shut up.
Hey, and
Oh
the
my
big
God.
part of it, Sophia's turning 13.
She's turning the 13. Hell yeah.
That should be like,
That's
Mommy, that should be your theme. Sophia's turning 13.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not,
She's like
you're
that.
not turning 13 like in a bad way. Turning 13
Yeah.
like it's
Heck
big.
yeah.
yeah.
And then you're
The beginning of your teens.
yeah, the beginning. And then her birthday was on Halloween. I remember at 3 in the morning. I got the pain.
The UCLA student is in the house. Mandy just walked in.
The one that's gonna fight for a right to
Yes,
the
Mandy,
Mexicans.
come and say hi. Come and say hi to the camera here. Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Come and say
Ven, Sofía,
hi.
ven pa' acá, pa'
Come here, you guys. Come here. Look at Mandy. She's been in college for 1 week and she's appalled
3 weeks.
by the conduct
3 weeks.
of UCLA. I saw it. I'm on your guys's. I got you. And then look at this one.
She's like,
This one is getting ready. This one got this one ready to
Yes.
get ready to go to high school, right?
Yes. It's
You're not in high
No,
school.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm in
Seventh
grade.
Oh, she's so got. Oh, but she's gonna be so ready if Mandy has anything to do with it.
Yeah. And then Sofia is,
Love it.
Sofia's killing the game because she's Miss Fashionista.
Oh yeah, I love it. She does her little fedoras and then she's got her cute little khaki shorts on.
Yes.
So cute. And her vest.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
Sophia, you're the queen of the vest, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She loves a good vest, and I tell her because Bakersfield kids, they're not with it, you know. They're not with it, and then they just wear hoodies and pro
Oh,
club.
look at your girls. They wear that
Yes.
style.
Puro pro club, and then Sophia's like, "What should I wear this color, mom?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Heck
That's why they don't like you, cause you stand out.
That's what you have to be. That's what you have to be.
Yeah.
Your mommy's gonna come out real soon. We're gonna close it up. We're gonna thank
Yes.
everybody.
Little Margaret,
Thank you guys for bringing your mom. And yes, I want to see all the candy you get. Make your mom make a video so I
Papi,
can
you
see
gotta
it.
say hi. Ven pa' acá.
Come here. Look it.
Little
Look at this one.
chorizo.
Look at chorizo.
Little chorizo.
Hello. Ooh, say hi. Say what's up.
What's up?
Hey, what are you gonna be for Halloween? What do you want to be?
I want to be scary.
Scary.
Something that you want to have a gun and shoot somebody?
No.
Okay.
We don't
Maybe just a scary face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then we want to wait so your mom will make a video so we can see what Mario, little baby Mario, is gonna be for Halloween.
Yeah, she's not,
Yay.
you're not a little baby Mario, right? You're
No.
you're a big boy.
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah.
How old are you?
So what do we?
9.
9. Oh, yeah, you're
shoot,
big.
I didn't know he was
Es
9.
que está chiquito
Oh,
nomás.
okay.
Pero ya we're practicing with the boys, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
We're killing the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
cool, and I told him because he was ashamed a little bit of his voice, and it's so high pitched.
It's okay.
But I showed him Michael Jackson.
Yep.
I showed him Mike Tyson.
Yep.
How badass they
yeah.
are.
Aussie,
Mike
Aussie, a
Tyson.
very close friend of ours, has a very high pitched voice,
Yep.
And I'm
and
like,
we love him.
yeah, and I'm like,
He
it's,
sings.
it's not about
Yeah,
what
he's good.
God has gave you, what He gave you, it's
Yep.
what you do with it.
Yep.
Yes.
And later, when you get to be 15, it's gonna change a little.
Yeah.
There's gonna
Yeah,
be
and then you're gonna be like, what's up, baby girl? No,
girl.
Oh, you'll be like, what's up? What's up,
Yeah.
girl? Not baby girl. What's
Just
up,
what's
girl?
up.
Just what's that?
No, and he just made 2 friends, and he was like, Mommy, I made 2 friends.
Oh.
But he's like, I'm not sure if it's okay. They're girls.
Oh.
And then I told him my best friends were boys. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
It's okay, man, as long as you get along with them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And it's
what-
even better if their name is Lovely.
Oh.
Because they're usually a little bit.
Lovely, lovely, but she's really ugly. Yeah.
Okay.
Vete con tu sister, say bye, say peace out.
Peace out.
Oh, peace out, Mario.
Gordo, llévate al niño, baby wants to go outside. Y el Mario no va a
Okay,
decir bye.
so we're gonna close it up and let Bird go
Well,
home.
yes, but before you do close, and being that this is your first interview, right? Exclusive interview. You're the first ones, G and Lala were the first ones, right? So, is there anything that you haven't shared out there on the internet that you are safe to share or okay, that you might wanna, for the first time, mention?
Oh yeah.
Anything in any
And I
subject.
just brought,
You bought a new dog.
yeah, I was just talking about this with my daughters because so my daughter Mandy today she had an appointment to get to the doctor, and since she doesn't have her car over here in LA County, her grandma had to take her. So my brother-in-law's ex is this white girl. She's a big ass heroin addict. She went to it's her birthday, so she called my mother-in-law. And me, I'm not allowed in my mother-in-law's house.
Why?
Because of the petition.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna make a video about that too. She said, oh, the kids could come, but Erica's not allowed here. And that girl that's a heroin addict, and like, you know, she's bad. I'm not saying that she's a bad person, but she's, you know, heroin addicts do things. Yeah, she's allowed to her house. I'm like, the audacity?
The audacity.
Like,
Wow.
girl, like, you're not allowed in my life, you know? So anyways, so Mandy told her, Grandma, like, you shouldn't hang out with her because if something happens to you, it's gonna be your fault.
Yeah.
Because you're inviting that type of people. So don't act like the victim later on. And le dijo a su grandma, and she's like, why are you talking to me like that? She's like, why don't you talk about your mom? She's a drug addict.
Yeah, Mandy was so quiet, and now that she's getting a little older, she's speaking on it. She's telling it like it is, on the real. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, so she, I guess my mother-in-law was like saying, oh, you're Erica, me. I'm like, oh, why don't you talk about how your mom's a drug addict? And I never talked about that. But when I was in my 20s, I used to work at a clinic. And one of my friends gave me half a Vicodin. And for a couple of years, like 5-6 years, I did become addicted to pills. Because I didn't know that you could get addicted to pills. And if you don't take them, you get sick. And that was always very shameful to me because it's like a drug addict, you know, but it's a disease. It's something you can't control. And I never talked about it, but because I feel like my mother-in-law, like, has that against me. Like, oh, I know that about you, but nobody else does.
She uses that against you.
So before she does, it's like, look, bitch, I did that, and I did this, and I went to jail, and I jacked some prescriptions. ¿Cómo se llama?
And that was like
Novocaine.
fucking forever ago.
Yeah, and it is what it is. Nobody's perfect,
Nobody.
but her.
We've all done dirt in our lives.
Right, me too. On the intro.
And we
Okay,
can
so
tell
then
it like
you
it
gotta
is on
say
the-
bye.
So was that your exclusive?
We
Was
Yeah,
can't
that-
that's
use music
exclusive.
and
Talking
That's
about-
exclusive?
Yeah, because I feel like I need to let it out.
Yeah.
because that's the one thing that I never talked about.
Right,
I never talked about that. I
And
talked
today
about
you-
everything, and today I talked about it.
okay.
And so I wanna
Thank
say
you.
this real quick. So Bird is, how many months along now?
I'm about to be 6 months.
Okay.
Oh,
I wanna bring her back, and we're going to bring her back
Mhm.
when if she can. If not, we're gonna wait till after the baby is here, and she can bring the baby, and the baby will be like right there. I wanna bring her back, cause we're not even halfway done with talking to her.
We could go 8
We're
hours.
not even done
But we
talking to her, so, but again,